My father. My first hero. Hello, my name is Joan. I come from a small town, and I live with my family. My father's name is David, and my mother's name is Stella. I love my family very much. Today, I want to tell you a very special story. This story is about my father. He is not just my father. To me, he is my first hero. When I was a child, I did not know many things. I did not know how hard life could be. I did not understand how much my father worked. But now, I understand. I remember many things about him. I remember his strong hands. I remember his quiet voice. I remember his tired face, but he always smiled at me. My father worked every day. He woke up early in the morning. Sometimes, it was still dark outside, but he was already ready for work. He worked outside in the hot sun. Sometimes, he worked in the rain. He worked with his hands. He worked with his heart. He worked for us, for me, my mother, and our home. He did not talk much, but his actions spoke loudly. When I fell down, he helped me stand. When I was sad, he put his hand on my head. When I was afraid, he held my hand. He never told me, "Be perfect." But he always said, "Try your best." I will never forget his words. Even when we had little food, he made sure I ate first. Even when he was tired, he asked, "Joan, did you study today?" He believed in me. He believed I could do something good with my life. That belief gave me power. That belief gave me courage. He did not speak English, but he said, "One day, you will. One day, you will speak to the world." At first, I didn't understand his words. But now, I do. That is why I am learning English today. That is why I want to tell his story in English. For you. For him. This story is not only about a father and a son. This story is about love. It is about hard work. It is about family. And it is about never giving up. My father is not rich or famous, but in my heart, he is the strongest man I know. He is my teacher. He is my guide. He is my hero. So, please listen carefully. Learn with me. Feel each word. Understand each sentence. Maybe you will also think of your own father. Maybe you will feel something in your heart too. Let's begin this journey together in simple English. Let's learn through this real story, here on Easy English Official. Chapter 1, I remember his smile. When I close my eyes, I still see his face. I still remember his smile. My father's name is David, and to me, his smile was the most beautiful thing in the world. I was a little boy, but that smile gave me safety. It gave me peace. It told me, everything will be okay. He did not smile all the time. Life was not easy for our family. My father worked hard every day. His hands were rough, and his body was tired. But even after a long day, when he came home, he looked at me, and he smiled. That smile made my heart feel warm. Sometimes, he sat on the floor beside me and asked, "How was your day, Joan?" He looked at me with kind eyes. When I talked, he listened. He didn't say many words, but I knew he cared. His smile was soft and full of love. It was not big or loud. It was simple but strong. In the mornings, before school, I saw him sitting with my mother, Stella. They drank tea together. They didn't say much. But he smiled at her, too. A small smile, like a quiet light. I learned something very important from those moments. Sometimes, love doesn't need big words. It only needs a small smile and a warm heart. At night, when I was afraid, he smiled and said, "Don't worry, Joan. I am here." That smile gave me courage. When I had a bad dream, I ran to him. He picked me up and smiled. His smile said, "You are safe." I felt better every time. I didn't understand how important his smile was when I was small. But now, I do. I understand it was his way of saying, "I love you." It was his way of saying, "Stay strong." He didn't give me money or gifts. But he gave me something better, his time, his attention, his love. Now, when life is difficult, I think of his smile. When I feel tired, I remember it. When I feel like giving up, I picture his face. And then, I smile too. Because he taught me that a smile can change everything. This is why I remember his smile. Not just because it made me happy, but because it made me strong. And now, I want to give that same feeling to others. With my words. With my English. With this story. Let's continue the journey together. One story. One smile. One simple English lesson at a time, here on Easy English Official. Chapter 2. He taught me many things. My father never went to a big school. He did not have a degree. He never spoke English. But to me, he was one of the best teachers in the world. He taught me things that I cannot find in a book. He taught me with his words, his actions, and his heart. He taught me how to be kind. He said, "Help people, even when you have little." One time, we only had one piece of bread. A hungry dog came near our home. My father gave half of the bread to the dog. I was surprised. I said, "But we are hungry too." He smiled and said, "Kindness is more important than food." I never forgot that moment. He also taught me about honesty. He always said, "Say the truth, even if it is hard." Once, I broke a glass at home. I was afraid. But I told him the truth. He did not shout. He looked at me and said, "Good. You were honest. I am proud of you." That made me feel strong inside. He taught me how to respect people. He said, "Every person is important, young or old, rich or poor." He greeted the cleaner, the driver, the shopkeeper, and the beggar with the same smile. I asked him, "Why do you talk to everyone the same way?" He said, "Because every person has a story. Everyone deserves respect." That made me think deeply. He taught me to work hard. I saw him come home with tired feet and dirty clothes. But he never complained. He never said, "I am too tired." He said, "Work is life. Do it with love." On weekends, he fixed things in the house. Sometimes, I sat beside him and passed him tools. He smiled and said, "Thank you, Joan. You are learning." I did not understand then, but now I do. He was teaching me patience and responsibility. He taught me to believe in myself. When I made mistakes, he didn't laugh at me. He said, "You made a mistake, that's okay. Try again." He didn't ask me to be perfect. He just wanted me to try. That gave me confidence. That helped me grow. Now, as I learn English, I think about those lessons. My father did not teach me grammar. He did not teach me vocabulary. But he taught me something more important: how to learn, how to be strong, and how to never give up. Everything I am today began with those small lessons from him. And now, I want to share them with you. Because if I can learn from him, maybe you can too. Let's keep going, together, step by step, here on Easy English Official. Chapter 3, We didn't have much, but we had each other. When I was a child, our home was very small. It was not a big house with many rooms. It was just one room. We ate, we slept, and we lived in that one space. There was no sofa, no television, and no air conditioner. Sometimes the roof leaked when it rained. Sometimes the wind came through the window. But still, it was home because we were together. We didn't have many things. We had only a few clothes. I wore the same shirt many times. My shoes had holes. Sometimes, we did not have enough food. I remember nights when we had only rice and salt for dinner. But even then, my father, David, smiled and said, "This is enough. We are lucky. We are together." My mother, Stella, made our little house feel warm. She cooked with love. She sang songs while working. She cleaned the floor with her hands. Even when she was tired, she smiled at me. My father helped too. He fixed the broken things. He told jokes to make us laugh. We laughed a lot, even when we had very little. Sometimes I asked, "Why don't we have more money?" My father said, "Money is not everything, John. Some people have gold, but no peace. We have each other, that is more important than gold." I didn't understand it then. But now I do. I know that love is more powerful than money. On weekends, we sat together and talked. We didn't have phones or games. We just talked. My father told stories from his childhood. My mother told me how they met. I asked many questions. They answered every one with patience. Those talks made me feel rich, not with things, but with love and care. One winter, we had no warm blankets. It was very cold. My father gave me his only warm jacket. He said, "You need this more than I do." That night, I cried in my bed. Not because I was cold, but because I felt so much love. I will never forget that moment. Now, I live in a different place. I study. I work. I learn English. I have more things: books, clothes, maybe even a better house. But still, the most special time in my life was when we had little, but we had each other. That time taught me something important: you do not need a big house to be happy. You do not need lots of money to feel rich. You just need people who love you, and people you love. This is why I want to share my story with you. Because maybe you feel poor. Maybe you think, "I have nothing." But if you have love, if you have one person who believes in you, you have everything. Let's keep learning together. Let's grow stronger with simple words and powerful stories here on Easy English Official. Chapter 4, My father's hands were always busy. My father's hands were strong. They were rough and full of small scars. When I was young, I did not understand why his hands looked so tired. Now, I know. His hands were always busy because he worked hard every single day for me and our family. My father did not have an easy job. He worked outside in the sun. Sometimes, he carried heavy things. Sometimes, he fixed broken machines. Sometimes, he stood all day without rest. His back hurt. His legs were tired. But still, his hands never stopped moving. He did everything with love and care, not for himself, but for us. In the morning, he woke up before the sun. While I was still sleeping, he was already at work. When I opened my eyes, he was gone. And when I went to bed at night, sometimes he was still not home. But when he returned, even after a long day, he still smiled. He put his tired hands on my head and said, "Sleep well, Jaun." That simple touch meant everything to me. Sometimes, on his one day off, he fixed things at home. He repaired our broken fan. He built a wooden shelf. He cleaned the roof. His hands were always working. And when I asked him, "Don't you want to rest?" he said, "I can rest later. Now, I want to help you." I remember one time, I cut my hand on a rock while playing. I cried. My father stopped what he was doing. He washed my cut with clean water. His big hands touched my little hand so gently. He tied a cloth around it and said, "You are strong. You will be okay." His voice and his touch made me feel safe again. His hands did not write books. His hands did not type on computers. But his hands built a life for us. They made our little world possible. They gave us food, shelter, safety, and love. That is why, to me, his hands are more special than gold. Now, when I hold a pen to write English words, I think of his hands. When I hold a book, I remember how hard he worked so I could learn. His hands gave me this chance. The chance to learn, to grow, and to build a better life. I want to use my hands like he did to help others. To teach English. To share stories. To build dreams, just like he built hope for me. Let us keep learning together. Slowly, gently, with care, just like my father's hands, here on Easy English Official. Chapter 5, He Believed in Me. When I was a child, I sometimes felt small and afraid. The world looked big. My dreams looked far away. I did not know if I was good enough. I did not know if I could ever do something great. But my father, he always believed in me. Even when I didn't believe in myself, he said, "You can do it, Jaun." He said those words many times. When I fell while learning to ride my bicycle, he ran to me and helped me up. I said, "I can't do it." He smiled and said, "Try again. You can do it." I tried again, and I did it. When I failed a test at school, I was sad. I thought I was not smart. But my father looked at me and said, "Keep learning. Don't give up." His voice was calm. His eyes were full of love. His words were like small lights in a dark room. They gave me hope. They helped me keep going. He never shouted at me when I made mistakes. Instead, he said, "It's okay. Mistakes help us grow." He taught me that success is not about being perfect, it's about trying, every day. When I started learning English, I was nervous. I could not speak well. I forgot words. I made many mistakes. Sometimes, people laughed. I wanted to stop. But my father said, "Speak slowly. Learn one word every day. Don't stop. I believe in you." That gave me power. That gave me courage. Because when someone you love believes in you, it feels like you can fly. He did not speak English. He could not help me with grammar or vocabulary. But his belief in me was the best help I ever had. His faith in me was like a strong wall, it protected me from fear and failure. His voice stayed in my heart, even when I was alone. Today, when I teach English to others, I remember his words. I tell my students, you can do it. Just like my father told me. I want to pass that light to others. Because sometimes, one kind voice is all we need to keep going. So, if you are learning English now, and you feel tired or afraid, remember this, you can do it. Keep learning. Don't give up. If my father believed in me, then I believe in you too. Let's keep learning together, step by step, word by word, here on Easy English Official. Chapter 6, Then one day. He was gone. Then one day, something happened that changed my life forever. My father was gone. It was very quiet. No loud sounds. No big goodbyes. Just silence. I didn't understand at first. I looked for him in the house. I called his name, but he did not answer. My heart felt heavy and cold. He was not in the morning when I woke up. He was not there to say, "Good morning, John." The chair where he sat was empty. His hands did not fix anything anymore. His smile was missing. It was hard to believe. I felt sad and scared. But I also felt something else, a warm memory inside me. I remembered his strong hands, his kind words, his belief in me. Even though he was gone, his love stayed with me. His lessons stayed with me. I knew he wanted me to be strong, even without him. Sometimes, I sat quietly and talked to him in my heart. I said, "Father, I miss you. I want to make you proud. I promised to keep learning, to keep growing. I promised to remember everything he taught me." Losing him was the hardest thing I ever faced. But it taught me something important, that love does not end. When someone loves you, that love lives inside you forever. It helps you when you are afraid. It gives you strength when you feel weak. Now, every time I teach English, I think about my father. I think about his hands that worked so hard. I think about his words that gave me courage. I think about his love that never left me. It feels like he is still here, helping me, guiding me. If you have lost someone you love, it is okay to feel sad. It is okay to cry. But remember, their love is still with you. It is in your heart. It is in your dreams. It is in your courage to keep going. Let's keep learning together. Let's hold love in our hearts, just like my father taught me, here on Easy English Official. Chapter 7, I miss him every day. After my father was gone, I felt a big emptiness inside me. I missed him every day, when I woke up, when I ate, when I went to sleep. The house was quiet without his voice. I missed his smile, his hands, and his words. Sometimes, I felt very sad. Sometimes, I wanted to cry, but I held my tears. I remembered all the small things. His laugh when he told a joke. The way he helped me with my homework. The smell of his shirt. The sound of his footsteps coming home. These memories made me smile and cry at the same time. They were like a warm hug from far away. When I felt lonely, I talked to him in my heart. I said, "Father, I miss you. Please watch over me." It helped me feel better. It helped me feel like he was still near. Love is very strong. Even when a person is not here, love stays forever. Sometimes, I look at old photos of him. I see his kind eyes and strong hands. I feel proud to be his son. I want to make him proud too. I want to live a good life. I want to be kind and work hard, just like he taught me. Missing him is hard. But I know it is okay. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to remember. Remembering is a way to keep love alive. It helps me be strong every day. If you miss someone too, you are not alone. Many people feel this way. Love and memories make us brave. They give us hope. They help us move forward. Let's keep learning together. Let's remember the people we love with simple words and big hearts here on Easy English Official. Chapter 8, But I Still Hear His Voice in My Heart. Even though my father is not here with me, I still hear his voice in my heart. His words come back to me like a gentle wind. They give me strength when I feel weak. They give me hope when I feel lost. It is like he is talking to me every day, saying, "John, keep going. You can do it." When I face problems or feel afraid, I remember what he told me. He said, "Never stop learning. Never give up on your dreams." These simple words are very powerful. They help me be brave. They help me keep trying, even when things are hard. Sometimes, when I feel tired, I close my eyes and listen inside. I imagine his voice telling me, "You are strong. You are my son. I believe in you." This makes me feel safe and ready to move forward. His voice is not just words. It is a light inside me. It shows me the way when the road is dark. It reminds me of his love and care. It reminds me to be kind, to work hard, and to help others. Now, when I teach English to children, I remember my father's voice. I tell my students, "You can do it. Keep learning." Because that is what he taught me, that with love and belief, anything is possible. If you ever feel alone or scared, remember this, listen carefully inside your heart. You might hear a special voice too. A voice that loves you, believes in you, and guides you. Let's keep learning and growing together. Let's carry love and hope in our hearts here on Easy English Official. Chapter 9, I am learning English because of him. My father never learned English. He worked hard every day, but he did not have the chance to go to school like I do now. Still, he always wanted me to learn and have a better life. He told me many times, "Education is the key to your future, John." His words are with me every day. Because of him, I started learning English. I want to speak well. I want to read books. I want to understand the world. I want to travel and meet new people. I want to make my father proud. When I study English, I remember his hands working hard. I remember his voice telling me, "Keep going, son." This makes me stronger. It makes me want to try harder, even when learning is difficult. Sometimes, learning English is not easy. I make mistakes. I forget words. But I never give up. Because I know my father's dream is my dream too. I want to help others, just like my father helped me with his love and belief. Learning English is not just about words. It is about hope. It is about love. It is about building a better life for me and for my family. So, if you are learning English now, remember this, your dreams are important. Keep going. Work hard. And know that someone believes in you just like my father believed in me. Let's learn English together, step by step, word by word, here on Easy English Official. Chapter 10, One Day, I Will Make Him Proud. I think about the future every day. I want to be strong and kind, just like my father. I want to work hard and learn more English. I want to help my family and other children who need help. I want to make my father proud. Even when the road is hard, I keep my promise. I say to myself, John, you can do it. One day, you will be someone special. This promise is like a light that guides me in the dark. Sometimes, I feel tired. Sometimes, I want to stop. But I remember my father's smile and his strong hands. I remember his words, "Don't give up, son." This helps me to keep going. I know my father is watching me from the sky. I want to show him that his love and belief are not lost. I want to live a good life. I want to be a good teacher. I want to teach English and help others, just like my father helped me with his love. This is my dream. This is my promise. One day, I will make him proud. And I hope you will make someone proud too. Keep dreaming. Keep working. Keep learning. Let's learn together and reach our dreams here on Easy English Official. If you have a dream, keep going. If you have a dream, no matter how big or small, keep going. Dreams are special, they give us hope and strength, even when life is hard. My father's love and belief helped me to never give up. And I want to tell you the same, you can do it too. Learning English is not easy. Sometimes it feels difficult or slow. Sometimes you make mistakes. That's okay. Every step you take, every word you learn, brings you closer to your dream. Be patient with yourself and keep trying. Remember, even small progress is important. When you feel tired or sad, think about why you started. Think about the people who believe in you, your family, your friends, and yes, even me. Here on Easy English Official, we are all learning together, one step at a time. Your dream is your power. Your dream can change your life. Just like my father's love changed mine, your dream can help you grow stronger, braver, and wiser. So, if you have a dream, hold it close. Work hard. Never give up. And always believe in yourself. Thank you for watching and learning with me. Keep learning, keep dreaming, and keep moving forward. See you soon on Easy English Official.